Greetings, everybody, and welcome to G4G on YouTube. Today we are back in Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux, and we're going to be doing Thursday night fights. I believe this is now going to be episode 35. So we've been doing these episodes for more than half a year now. As always, we'll do the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, and I'll probably have to finish with the disclaimer. Even though it hasn't really made a super amount of difference in the last few weeks. So I'm going to tell you guys straight up now, if you're asking for any ETAs on beta 6 and stuff like that, it's not even just going to get a reply from me anymore. It's going to be straight deleted. Please pay attention to what is being said in this disclaimer part of the video here before I get into the action. This is being filmed in beta 5.9. Beta 5.5, 5.6, and 5.9 are stopgap closed beta versions. They are used only on the closed beta testing team to make sure that we're getting closer and closer to a very refined and functional beta 6 release. You'll notice on my desktop that beta 6 is there next to beta 5.9. It is still in a closed beta testing phase. However, more beta testers have been added to the panel, with some of them gaining access by winning contests that were held. There is no ETA yet on beta 6. Don't even ask generic questions like, will we know something in a month, 6 months, a year, 2025, 2030, 2050? Don't even bother. It's being tested, it's being worked on, the devs are very active, they're fielding the bug reports daily as we provide them on stream. Tuesday and Wednesday on Twitch, we encounter plenty of bugs that we report directly to the team as they happen, and often get almost nearly instant feedback. So, that is out of the way. Let's also discuss mobile versions. There will not be any mobile versions. It is an actual impossibility that you would ever see it on iOS, as you would have to have a jailbroken phone in order for it to get there. And as far as Android is concerned, there is the possibility that a Unity project can be converted into an Android APK. However, that is on nobody's radar as of now until potentially the final version of the game is out, and then Unity can compile through the Android plugin, possibly an Android version. But again, that is a discussion for a much later date. I'm just stating it actually is a possibility, because as Epic has proven with Fortnite, you don't need the Google Play Store to get something on an Android device. It is an open operating system, so things can be sideloaded, similar to Windows. iOS is not. So, let's go ahead and jump into the action. We have the Tactician Agent, we have Psylocke, and we have Bisquick, otherwise known as Blue Suit Quicksilver. You guys probably affectionately know this meta as probably QuickPsy, really, or PsyQuick. QuickJuggs was very common. I think there was a Quick Nito for a hot minute or two, Magneto and Quicksilver, but Psylocke and Quicksilver definitely were a meta at one point. I just don't know what the hell their name was back at the time, or their meme name. You're going to see with me the neurotrope, the cosmic cardinal, the radian cannon, and the Coulson's revenge. This is all to set up a lot of extra attacks. Also, add-on attacks from the agent. The Coulson's Revenge has a cooldown, as does the neurotrope, but the radiant cannon can be fired every single round, and that's actually a good thing. I think this team will drastically outpace the opponents that we face. However, do note Quicksilver is a little bit bugged in this stage in that he does not go first, and he does not typically take the 2 turns. That's all stuff that should be fixed in beta 6 when you get your hands on it. So we've seen this team in the past. This is Agent Flynn. It is Thor and Emma. It is Blaster Thor. It is Tactician Emma. So that is... we've got really a lot of balance on my side on this one. We have a Blaster for my Agent. We have a infiltrator for the Scrapper Quicksilver, and we have a tactician for Psylocke. They do have an infiltrator gets by tactician, though. Emma has recently been announced as a Vanguard, aka a tank, for Marvel Rivals. If you have seen any of the trailers, you will notice that, oh my god, she has thigh physics. Yeah, you know, a lot of games out there, I'm not even going to classify them with something, but there are games out there that are notorious for boob jiggle physics. Well, it appears that Emma Frost has thigh jiggle physics in there, and whereas her thighs in this one are actually kind of normal, if not maybe a little thin, over there in Rivals, my god, they could probably rival, haha, no pun intended, Sif over here in Marvel Avengers Alliance. They are, oh my god, that was a huge hit from the Coulson Revenge. That was positively monstrous. That grief hit, since it hit everybody, almost could have consumed everybody's combat awareness. However, my agent finished him off, so it means Psylocke and Quicksilver will retain theirs. Thor is going to go first, and Thor is going to get chewed up by a pre-bolt from Psylocke over here. My favorite version of Psylocke is of course, the X-Force version. I used her to rise up to Adamantium with X-Force Archangel in two very different periods of the game. I did it once early on with the Mark of the Brotherhood when the X-Force team-up was relatively new, and then after Hafe and Molly, or Heroic Age Iron Fist, if you don't catch the abbreviation there. When Hafe and Molly got shit on by the Playdom devs, I returned back to Psylocke and Archangel because Psylocke makes herself and Archangel stealthy, and Archangel gives Psylocke a fatal blow on the level 9. It was a very, very good team, and Archangel with his ISOs was super powerful, including the ability to spread a 100% affliction rate of Nanoplague. They nerfed... I never understood this. This is one of the craziest things Playdom ever did. Pesty used to have 100% chance to apply Nanoplague on his level 1. And as an infiltrator Pesty, of course, that was really, really strong. If you attacked him and he knew you were coming, he would counterattack you with a 100% chance of Nanoplague. And with Pesty being on the field, as you know, that is very, very deadly. If you gave him the that special infiltrator ISO, he would do the pre-counter, similar to the way Infiltrator Emma was doing it. And that, of course, would still be very dangerous and scary. Well, Playdom in their infinite wisdom said, okay, you know what, Pesty's a little strong, we'll knock it down to 60%. Then they gave Archangel an AISO that allowed him to spread it, I think it was on his level 2. If he hit you with that AoE, you had a 100% chance of Nanoplague. So the single target Nanoplague, no, that's too powerful. Let's knock that down to 60%. But a 100% chance of a AoE Nanoplague, no, that's perfectly fine. I abused it. I absolutely abused it with that team up because Psylocke made Archangel stealthy, so that move wasn't going to get protected unless Heimdall was around. It was a vicious move, and there's a reason why I rode those two to another Ada finish at 2 different points in the game. I'm going to go ahead and blast the enemy agent. Very, very strong, but not the insta-kill that we nailed on Thor. Oh, wow, that was a tough counter, actually. Emma recharged. Let's see if Psylocke pops Thor again. As for Psylocke's X-Force uniform, I think I did use the Tactician one in both times that I was playing with her. I don't think I did the infiltrator one, but there is a strong possibility I'm incorrect in that. I would have to check my footage at the time to see, but I do believe it was the tactician version. And there goes my agent. I almost feel like I'm doing like a Star-Lord Rocket Raccoon kind of team. They're doing pretty much what they're supposed to. QuickPsy. Yeah, QuickPsy was the name of this team, I believe, back in the day. Emma not being an infiltrator definitely helps. She unlocks potential on herself, which of what? Oh god, Quicksilver punched Psylocke because Psylocke was shooting a pre-bolt. Yeah, so wow. Wow, okay. Thanks for that. Really good there, Pietro. You punched your friend because she was about ready to kill the enemy? Mephisto confirmed, and I'm sure you guys know where the root of that comment comes from. But yeah, QuickPsy was the name of this team back in the day. Okay, so we have Hercules, who is a bruiser. We have two bruisers over here, which is not great for Quicksilver, and then they have the generalist version. I'm going to Coulson, the enemy agent. That is the sudden support in his hand, and I really don't feel like dealing with that. And okay, he's going to tank it anyway because he's got the Hoarfrost Mace. So, Agent Ahoy. Solid, but not anything close to what I did to that Blaster Thor. The enemy Quicksilver recharges. My Quicksilver, of course, is going to be stealthy, so I'm going to walk around the bruisers and do a little bit of clone punching here. I pull a Cosmic Cardinal over. Psybolt pre-fire. Oh, Psylocke took a stun. That's unfun. Quicksilver's mad at that. There goes a momentum generator, and it went out on the enemy Quicksilver and a quantum jumper. That's right, it's the quantum jumper, not the sudden support. Ooh, Vortex Lariat is a stun move. Psylocke is pissed at that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm just watching AFK combat. Everything is just happening here with so little input. There are no dots, there are no bleeds or anything over there, so... yeah, but I can't get to Quicksilver because the enemy agent's gonna jump in. However, I think there is a thing where the Hoarfrost doesn't allow tanking when they're low. I'm gonna try to aim for Quicksilver, but the enemy agent might still jump in. He didn't. Hercules is still up, though. Hercules recharges. That's a gift. For Psylocke, for my team, is very late out of the gate because of the first round stun. Counter from the Hoarfrost Mace. Actually... Okay, so the Radiant Cannon adds an attack over there, which is exactly what we needed, because we are certainly in trouble. Hercules could run the gauntlet on the two remaining people on my side. And he recharges again. We have Hercules scared. And Psylocke gets the put away on the level 9. So we are 3-0, but that one actually went off the rails a little bit. The Scarlet Witch... Oh, it's Agent Valentin! You guys remember Agent Valentin. He's the one from a couple weeks ago who switched from a bruiser to an infiltrator. Fuck if I know how that happened. That was very, very weird. We had to go to the replay to confirm that that actually did happen, and it absolutely did. He is not protecting. However, he is a bruiser. I'm going to try to go for Scarlet Witch first, see if I can get my Tactician bonus. Still can't get Coulson's Revenge to get up there like it did on that Thor. Unfortunately, I did not get my Tactician bonus, which sucks. I would have gone for the Agent. Ooh, Signpost. Hyper Combat is happening. Hyper Combat is my name for when things just kind of go really, really crazy with the buffs and the debuffs and the damage and everything. And people's actions just sort of are overlaid on top of each other. I did that one for the Scrapper bonus, which I intend to bring to others. Oh, Scarlet Witch has got the shield. Ah, damn. I caught that just as I clicked on the Radian Cannon. However, I did bring Quicksilver over. Still, I'm at a net negative on that one. I'm going to go for the Agent. The Agent has annoying gear. He probably will die to his own dots and the radiation. Fury counter. Ooh, Psionic Shadow dodge. Take that, reality hacking. Psylocke can do it too. Yeah, let's finish off the enemy agent. Stabby stab. And let's go for her. Let's do a 1 mile punch on her. Really, really good damage. We pull in a Radiant Cannon, and she's finished off. And, yeah, the remains of the Quicksilver attack over there. So, this time, the team really did what it was supposed to. We had a ton of extra procs in there. Not too many of the pre-firing Psionic Shadows, but Quicksilver really was getting in on the fight on that one. So that's really kind of how this team is oriented. This is about mid-level weapons and everything over here. It's not super deep into all the Spec Ops. These two in the middle are from the Havoc one. You know, that's kind of middle of the road. Coulson's Revenge could be grabbed in the store pretty early on. Neurotrope is a little bit later. And it is, of course, helping the team. But this isn't super, super high-end PvP over here. But it is maybe upper middle of the road, I guess you could say. 4-0. And for the 5th fight, we are back at Agent Flynn. Doing the Thor and Emma thing. My agent goes first again, which seems to be pretty common against this team. You know what? I'm going to Coulson's the Thor. I want to see if we could do that again. Maybe it was just a super lucky crit. I wonder if I took a strengthened. No, I'm not strengthened, but I do have Epiphany. Yeah, alright, a little bit of a fluke that first time. I guess I had a good strengthened crit. Signpost, we're going to get hyper combat. Counters, brawls, things are happening. Shit's crazy. Alright, Psionic Shadow is out. Emma recharges. She's really, really tired from her Marvel Rivals trailer debut, I guess. I mean, I'd be tired too if I had to carry those thighs everywhere. Pretty solid hit from the enemy Thor, to which Quicksilver counters. Twice. He's spreading that combo setup love all around. Maybe we'll get a Tactician bonus on this attack. Solid damage from the Radiant Cannon. And let's see what we do to Emma Frost. Back in the day, I'm sure you guys remember what it was like to hit her once, and then she would go into her diamond form, and she just would take no damage whatsoever. She just would sit there like a complete brick shit house, and just eat all the damage for a while. It was very, very tough to take her down. Okay, so we went 5-0, although we did lose somebody once, so that is a pretty solid week. I think that was a relatively quick one, so I don't really know if I have any other gear that I could use to add to this. The spark plugger... yeah, that one's later. The girl's best friend. I'm trying to think if there's any early-ish gear here that could come in for the neurotrope to represent this team a little bit earlier in the PvP seasons and everything. The shield slugger is a little bit later. I could run the knight and counter with that. Okay. We'll try the protector-ish oriented knight for one battle. Ditch the neurotrope. Oh, and we actually get a different team this time. Psylocke is first, so let's do the mental coordination. Julie, no! Nice blast from the past on Quicksilver over there. So my agent tanks an attack. That was not Blast or Doctor Strange, which is unfortunate, because that would have given me an extra turn. I'm going to go ahead and plow him. I don't want that Terrazing boost going out. Oh no, an arc reactor charge. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I was starting to kind of sound like negative Kool-Aid Man there. Oh no. Okay, good. Doctor Strange is out. The arc reactor charge has been fired. We are not in the best of shape, but it's doable, provided Ghost Rider doesn't go for my Psylocke. But I'm going to shield my agent because he's the lowest. And actually, he is protecting, so yeah. That was a smart idea to put the shield on my agent. Radian cannon did very little because of his shield. Let's try the knight. See what the knight is like. Not great. Not great here. Combo setup. I'm gonna put the combo setup up before I try the 1 mile punch. Oh my god, Ghost Rider recharges. That is a give me. Mental coordination again. Hopefully we can pull in some extra attacks. We're a little flat on this fight. If you've seen the stream, especially this week and a little bit last week, a lot of times the extra attack... Oh! Okay, great. The extra attacks from the Coulson's Revenge seem to happen when the very first lick of damage goes out, it kills the person, and then my entire team is basically beating up on a corpse. It is a rarity that the extra attacks actually add damage that gets a kill, because it seems like mostly what happens is we're just beating up on somebody who died to just a small amount of damage, and we're just... Stop it, he's already dead. Okay, so that one with the arc reactor charge into a Phoenix Flare, that was very dangerous. That was butt clenchy over there. That could have been a massive, massive attack. However, the agent would have been recharging the next round, so if we had lived, we would have had solid revenge over there. Okay, that is it for episode 35. Team QuickPsy is now officially on record and in the books. They have gone 6-0. If you have any viewer request teams, whether they are for slightly more advanced PvP like this, or beginner-ish PvP that I can do over in Beta 6 of, like, you know, Human Torch, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Patriot, those kinds of things, like early gear, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. If you are a Marvel Heroes fan, check out some of the videos I've done recently on my channel, as Marvel Heroes, the the server emulator team run by Crypto has put out a new version called 0.5.0, and I played it quite extensively the other night, and it is looking really, really good. Seeing summons and everything work is always an absolute pleasure. So have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you Tuesday on Twitch for the streams. Have a good one.